Hi everyone, welcome to the next episode in this series of houses from Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Now our middle column is nearly done and we are using the Castle Art Soft Touch pencils for all of these houses and trying to sort of pair them, match up the colours a little bit. I thought it would allow you, if you wanted to do all the houses with one brand of pencil, you could if you've only got one of the three brands that I'm going to be using, you could use that brand on all of them and sort of match them across. Mine look slightly different, but I've matched them fairly well. I think this wears as well as I am happy with, and you know, it is up to you if you try and match them or if you just, you know, use whatever brands you wish really. Anyway, let's get on with the very last one for the Castle Arts. And as you can see, we've got some stonework on this house that I've drawn in, and a very light grey with a terracotta roof. I think I might use sanguine actually, but we'll do something very similar on this house. So let's come in nice and closely. And I'm actually going to start with the roof because it's easier, and I have found the terracotta pencil in this Castle Art set, which I thought I would use. So here it is. So let's get started with the roof. We've got this small overhang roof down here. And then we have the main roofs. I think I'm going to do that little pattern in this as well. I think normally roofs that I've observed that have got that sort of thing going on would normally have the same colour for the for that pattern bit. It might just be black, I suppose. If you want to make it different, make it black. Now these roof, the other roof is coloured so it's a bit darker at the top than the bottom. So I'm going to do that. Just layer that top bit up a little bit. And the same here, and then we can just see whether it needs tidying up, which I think it does. So I'm just going to put a little more down to the edges. It's often the edges that I miss, and against the items that are drawn on there. There's the train going by. I was on the train today, rather light train travel, but the lady at the station was saying I bought a ticket at the ticket office, but they're going to close them all apparently, which so you will only be able to buy your tickets either on the mobile phone app, I don't have a mobile phone, or in the ticket machines, which was broken today. But nobody checked our ticket on the train, but at the other end of the where we were going, I'm just making this one a bit darker at the top too, sort of at the end of the line, I'm just going to darken this one because in my last one over here, which you can't see now, the front part of roof is a bit lighter than the one that's behind. I'm going to try and match that idea. But you can't get off the platform without a ticket. You have to push it into a machine and it opens a gate to let you out. So I guess I would have to buy one at that point. I'd have no other choice. There's nowhere else to buy one. Okay, now we have this sort of stonework. What I think I'm going to do is that here we have almost a strange detail there. I think it's very hard to know where to put the stonework, certainly not there. I might put it just under here, and I did it with a couple of shades of grey, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to use the Cool Grey Deep to draw in the stonework, and I think I am going to put it on this bit but under there. So I'm going to draw the lines across first. Whoops, it's a bit wibbly wobbly, but I don't think it matters too much. You could use a ruler. There we go. And another bit could even measure the distance between each one if you feel more comfortable doing it that way. And then let's put in our bricks. Make sure they don't line up. And then each brick was gently formed with a lighter colour. I think I'm going to use the charcoal grey. It's a slightly different shade of grey. I'm just going to sharpen it than the one I've used, and I think it might just add a contrast. So charcoal grey. Oh, where's my voice gone? That was a bit strange, wasn't it? I think I've been talking too much today. There's no such thing. Just working along. Now I think that I used a warm grey for the plain part of the building, so I will do that again. I will do that for this. We've got a light warm grey or a Davies grey, but it's actually very pale, so it might be best with the very light one. These are quite small to be filling in. I don't want, there's a lot of white. I don't want too much white. They look okay, but I think I'm going to have to go over those lines. The sort of mortar lines are not showing up enough. So I'm going to grab my cool grey deep, go back over them all. No, I put that one in the wrong place. Shows how well I can't see. How well I can't see. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? There we go. Now I also used grey for the chimneys and for the arch around the window. Sorry, this is the charcoal grey. Now we're going to make it, layer it up more here. And do these. And the door frame. I'm trying to make it a little bit darker there. We'll do this bit too. There we go. Now we have the sort of rendered part. I am going to try the warm grey light and see whether it's too plain or not. I think it might just work. I mean too light, not too plain. I just have to layer it up a little bit so you can see that it's there. I think that's going to be fine. Right. Then I am thinking about the windows before I do the door. Now the windows were a lemony colour, I seem to remember, so I am going to use the lemon yellow light. Oh. There we go, lemon yellow light for all of the windows. You could colour these as windows, I sometimes do, but not this time. Just wanted to do something a bit different. I think it looks a bit Tudory with that bit like that. though Tudor houses are white render. Okay, our door. The door handle I'm going to do in the terracotta. And then the actual door can do in wood. I'm going to use the walnut brown to start with. And then grab our burnt umber to give it the wood look. There we go. And then we need to add in our shadows with the ivory black. I'm just going to start, I think, here where Johanna's actually marked for us. I have to put those shadows, which is quite useful. And then down here. And then my husband's just come home. And then under the roof, hopefully he won't be too noisy. I'm nearly done anyway, aren't I? Under that roof line. I don't think we need one there. We've got it's a very different sort of design bit of the roof. And we'll just put a little bit under the chimney. I'm just going to fiddle with that because I like to fiddle. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's done. It's wonky, but I'm going to leave that there. So yeah, that was quite a quick one, wasn't it? I'm feeling that these bricks could be a little better defined, but you know, the actual shaping within the mortar, but I think it's just I couldn't quite get the right colour with the charcoal grey. Maybe I'll sharpen it and just have another go at it. I'm just thinking maybe it could be improved. So this is the charcoal grey, and I'm just going to be going around the edges a little bit just to try and give them a bit more definition. And around these, and just all of them really. I'm thinking that's better. But I don't know how easy it is to see much of a difference, but I'm feeling like it's looking better myself. That's the important thing really, isn't it, at the end of the day? Just getting it so that we feel happy with it. Now the light's shining off this bit down here, I can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just going to have to guess and hope. It's sort of eliminating my mortar lines a little bit, but I'm preferring it like that, so I'm going to leave it like that. Maybe it's a bit light just there, but I'm good to go now. Going to see my husband and see how he got on today. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have a really super day. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you all so much for your support, and happy colouring.